next year now.
I'm telling you.
Next month. Next month.
In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. The three amigos gathered, mic in hand, you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. From humble beginnings, just a thought, a spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day. With tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen, the Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very end.
Yeah. So, to be honest, anybody out there? Where y'all at?
Evening and welcome. And no, it's not a crack pipe. It's my normal pipe tobacco.
I was wondering if
Just
you're gonna just be sitting there acting like a silent bloke, or if you were gonna actually, like, you know, you're gonna start talking and say something.
Well, of course. Of course. Welcome everyone to Tuesday night, and of course we are the Cigar Loons, live on Instagram, also live, of course, on YouTube and rumble.com. And it's Tuesday get together as well, of course. Cigar news and some excellent things that are coming out at the moment with the cigar news, and a lot of things that are coming out, and some big ones that are coming out tonight with what's happening. And you know something, we're going to go over it, but the first things first, we've got a comment, and of course, do you guys ever pretend that cigars are each other's wieners?
Not each other's, you know.
Well,
I know these you can suck. On my wiener if you want to.
That's the best. That's the best you can do. You might want to stay away from comedy clubs.
Yep.
I don't know who that is, but
you can't.
Was that on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, we'll take any kind of, banter you want to throw at us.
Yeah, really, it don't matter. I mean, throw all the rocks you want to throw.
I don't live in a glass.
You know,
it's clearly brick.
Just remember, Just remember, you can throw all the rocks you want to, and I may be old, but once in a while I might pick one up and throw it back at you. You never know.
Mm.
I ain't laid
I,
down
I,
yet.
I was just laughing at your how quickly your story changed there, Brother Gaz.
But anyway, of course, that person will not be commenting again on our live. Because you know something?
Why?
Man,
As much as it's fun, you know something. We do this with a passion for what we do, and this is about what it's about. And people coming in and thinking this they can give us shit and all the rest. I'm sorry, but I don't take shit lying down. And this year, it's about not taking shit.
He prefers to be bent over.
I'm ready. I'm sitting upright, looking straight to camera. I'm ready.
What up? I can't even attempt at saying your name, but welcome.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Good evening.
Cigar news. Let's crack in
Yeah.
on the show.
Do it.
And the first things first that we're going to be talking about, of course, is
right?
one of our guests that we had on. One of the guests that we had on the podcast, and it's Hayes Gray. So Hayes Gray announced over on Instagram they're bringing out a new cigar, and they've had it blended, of course, with none other than Ish, of course, of Banff Cigars at the Ricardo Olivian Rodriguez. Well, Rodriguez Olivian Cigar Factory, of course, in Dominican Republic.
There we go.
And you know something? It looks a gorgeous cigar, of course. And
it does.
It is called the Brothers
Very
of the
nice.
Sea. Now, I'm not going to pronounce what it is in, of course, Spanish, because I'm going to knacker it up. I am. But the whole story on the cigar, of course, and this is what, of course, they put out on it's what they put out on a social media post that Hayes Gray did, is, of course, they call it the Brothers of the Sea. Every cigar tells a story. As a tribute to heritage brotherhood and the unbreakable bonds forged by those who share the same waters and the same purpose. Crafted in the Dominican Republic, this premium blend brings together a rich Brazilian wrapper, a distinctive Portuguese binder, and a careful, balanced Zimbabwean and Spanish fillet, each leaf chosen to honor tradition by delivering exceptional complexity and refinement. And of course, it said it's funded by the veterans of the Heart of Florida Panhandle, of course, Hayes Gray Cigars. Stands for more than just fine tobacco. It represents camaraderie, respect, values, and through service, and carried into every cigar. And of course, as we've said, it's going to be in the size of a 60-52 Toro. And it says the strength is depending on palate. And of course, it's rolled in the Dominican Republic at the Rodriguez Olivian Cigar Factory. And that's, of course, Ishi's Cigar Factory. That is, of course, Banff Cigars. And I like the look of it. And you know something, if you want to find out more details about the cigar, of course, the Cigar Loon, not the Cigar Loons, but the Cigar Dudes, are going to be sitting down with Hayes Gray at 7 p.m. Central tonight, and they're going to be talking to Hayes Gray. But we just thought, you know what, we've had Hayes Gray on, so we'll just give him a little mention and just talk about the cigars they've released over there on Instagram. And I like it. I think it's a nice cigar.
Congratulations.
Definitely one I'm going to have to look at trying. And Cigars with Angels. Yeah, Cigars with Angels is put laugh out loud. That's my picture suite. So yeah, I used it, of course, on Insta. I did.
What now?
But yeah, so of course we've got Hayes Gray with that cigar, and you know something, we've enjoyed Hayes Gray when we've had him on before, haven't we? And
I'm on the wrong.
what do you reckon of that one? You gonna pick it up? You gonna try it?
Go over there.
Most likely, I am going to try and get it.
Yeah. Well, of course.
I really did enjoy their cigars. The There's one in particular. I can't remember which one it was, but I really enjoyed that one.
Was it Brotherhood?
Either the Brotherhood or Patriot. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember both of you saying this. That was one that you did enjoy, the Brotherhood as well as the Patriot. It was.
Yeah. They're both. I mean, they were all good. That
Yeah,
one just stuck
yeah,
out a
they
little
don't-
bit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know of a bad one they got.
You know something? They're a good company, and of course boutique, and
Yeah,
very
solid.
passionate about what they bring out.
Solid.
And they are
Look
they
at
are
that
solid
beauty.
cigars. Of course, up next, of course, box pressed Liga Privada H99, and of course, Matthew, how did we pronounce it just when we were talking about it? The Churrasco, is it? Churrasco or something?
Churrasco, I think is what you said.
Churrasco.
What
Yeah,
I said.
It's been released at
Churrasco?
yeah. It's been
Don't
released,
ask
of
me.
course, at Cigars International, is an exclusive. And it says here, basically, the new Liga Privada H99 Connecticut Corojo is a 6B50 box pressed Toro, the first box pressed Vitola for the H99 line. Like the rest of the line, it uses a hybrid wrapper that is a cross between the stalk cut Habano wrappers grown in Connecticut and a Corojo seed. Underneath is a Mexican San Andreas Negro binder and fillers from Honduras, Nicaragua, and Pennsylvania. On launch, Cigars International has listed the cigar for $175.99 per box of 10.
Good Lord.
Cigars International is part of the Scandinavian Tobacco Company. The public trading commodity, I can't pronounce that word, includes General Cigar Company, Forged Cigars, and a large retail operation. While Cigars International is the flagship brand, STG also owns Thompson Cigar, Cigar.com, Cigar Bid, Cigar Ra, and Pipes and Cigars, which these are cigars unlikely to be sold. And then it goes, of course, in about the cigar is about to fire intention, a new expression that carefully expands the boundaries of the H99, said Jonathan Drew, co-founder and president of Drew Estate, in a press release. This is a cigar built for this specific partner, focused, deliberate, uncompromising. It's called the new H99 shelf
Uncompromising.
stage.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm dyslexic, so if you don't like it,
We
I don't care.
know.
I'm just translating. I'm
we
just
know what-
translating. That's all.
Yeah, we know what you mean, but our millions of viewers may not. Just
Millions.
trying to
Are we
help.
multiplying every viewer by a million?
In the millions of the Rocks fans, do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
It don't matter what
What
you
you
think.
think?
I see the millions. They're out.
I tell you what.
Okay.
This cigar looks delicious.
It does look
But
like a nice cigar.
I am very partial to my Liga cigar, Liga Privada cigars.
Yep.
I think they're all fantastic. So I'm gonna at least get a couple of these to try at some point.
I'm a little bit
You
I'm a
know,
little bit jealous that, of course, it's an American exclusive to Cigars International, and
yeah.
looks like we're not going to be getting it in the UK, and it's a shame because I do like Ligas. I do like the H99s, of course. I also like the Liga 9s.
Well,
I
when
like-
you hear what
I like the UK
I've
lines.
said every time,
Mm.
you are glad you could gladly just come on over here. We'd be happy to see you.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I mean,
When my flight
Can we-
restrictions are up.
you come
When my
at
flight
the
restrictions are up.
well,
I need to
but
live here.
you learn to behave yourself. I mean,
I'm always behaving myself.
Really?
yeah. I mean,
I can't
Even
help
though I
people
don't
walk
like
onto me
to-
fists. I just put my
Oh.
hand out and people walk onto me fists. I can't help it.
even though I don't like to leave the rural areas of Florida, I would be willing to drive over there into the peninsula, sit down and have a cigar, something. I mean, if you behave long enough to get over here.
Well, I'm
Of
going to be
course,
down
let's
there
go
in October either way. So
Well, before we go into more cigar news, and we carry on, of course,
Oh,
talking about
you
cigar
coming in
news,
October either way, huh?
what are you guys smoking tonight? Of course, what are you smoking tonight?
I can't tell.
easy, Tiger.
Oh, it's a Nicaraguan second again.
Just like last
I,
week.
just like last week. I like these little things, and like I said, when you get on that budget and recovering from the holidays and such
Uh-huh.
stuff as that, you do what you can and keep carrying right along. And for the price that I can get these for, and all they are is a little blemished, well, just say I don't need to know any more than I know, which is very little, other than it's a Nicaraguan with a Maduro wrapper.
I
And
mean, hey,
and from what factory it comes from, I got no idea. No bands, no nothing.
that's
Plain
fair.
as Jane gets, man. Less than $2 a piece.
Well, to surprise of absolutely nobody,
Yeah.
I'm smoking another AJ Fernandez cigar.
Well,
I'm
I'm
smoking
just
a-
shocked.
Whoopie me.
I'm smoking a Diesel Wicked. This
There
is
you go.
a wonderful cigar that only comes in one size. It's Connecticut broadleaf and Nicaraguan fillers. That's all it tells me. I do love this big foot band that they put on it, even though it comes off kind of hard sometimes. But if you can't read it down there, but it says something wicked this way comes.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of a William Shakespeare reference, or you know,
Yeah. Well, I just
other
want to say hi
authors.
to, of course, the Leaf Cutters. I want to say hi to the Leaf Cutters. I want to say hi to Mr. Cigar Smoker. And also want to say hi, of course, to Boss Dog Cigars. So, of course, the Leaf Cutters put these guys.
What up?
And then, of course, Boss Dog's put What You Doing? And the Leaf Cutters have just put the Diesel is great. And for anyone who's
It
watching us there
really
on Instagram,
is.
if you want us to see your comments quicker and faster, then come and find us on YouTube at the Cigar Loons podcast on
I didn't
YouTube,
want you to say nothing
we'll be
about
able to
mine.
see
No
we'll
way.
be able to see your comments faster. We will. So they are the comments on
Yeah.
Instagram, Grump, that I've just seen.
Right.
Not any of bro.
I didn't want them. I didn't want them to make no comment on my cigar. No way. I don't even like them.
You know something? I like diesel cigars, and I haven't had that one, so I do need to try that as well. And I know you're a big fan of them. I know that.
I claim brain damage tonight. I kept something from y'all.
Oh
and
Jesus!
I found out today that they don't do those tests on your brain the same way they did 10 years ago. And I'm still kind of in a slight state of dazed and confused. And I had the MRI and the EEG that they've been trying to get me in on since July of last year.
Yeah, last year.
So I got that done today. Man, let me tell you something. That EEG where they hook up 100 wires to your head and make your head feel like a bottle of Elmer's glue.
Okay.
They hooked me up, and he moves this light right over in front of my face, and I'm looking at him, and I'm saying, what's this gonna do? And he said, this is a strobe. And I said, well, I kind of guessed that from the looks of but I said, when did they start using this? And he said, it's not like real recent, but he said it's a newer thing. And he said, let me guess, you're not supposed to be exposed to strobes. And I said, well, I was told, several years back not to, that I was prone to it, so don't look at them. And he kind of grinned, and he said, yeah. He said, that's kind of the point of them using it now, is to try to mildly induce something, brain activity of some sort, so we can see where it's coming from.
Have you ever fed?
Yeah, try to make you have one, And I'm thinking, well, just how slick is this? But now, let me tell you something. He said, now keep your eyes closed. It didn't matter, Jack. My eyes were closed, and it was like I didn't even have eyelids.
Yeah.
And it was just like playing a movie
and
of
we lost
dancing
Grumpy.
figures on my eyes, man.
Oh, he's back.
Not on my end.
I lost him.
I didn't lose him at all.
He froze then.
So,
but I just want to say,
yeah,
of course, to another person on Insta, and that is from Alexa. And Alexa's put Happy Tuesday, guys, with, of course, the honeybee and the sign. I, of course, to Jade, who's popping in. Hope you're all okay, and thank you for watching us there on Insta. And, of course, if you want to grab us more, then come over. And, of course, message quicker. The Leaf Cutters Podcast.
Message quicker. I'm too old to do anything quick. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you must have been out of it when Gaz said that. Don't worry, it's fine.
Well, up next, of course, on tonight's cigar news, and it's from another person that joined us on the podcast last year. And and I know, of course, you guys enjoyed their cigars as well. And we're going to be talking, of course, about our friend Lou from Lewis Cigars. And he's announced, of course, his new cigar that is coming out, and it's going to be the Slim Jim. So he's releasing the Slim Jim, and it's going to be a new cigar. And something, I like the pack, and of course it says here the newest addition to Lewis Cigars Limited is Catch and Release series on the shelves. The Slim Jim is 6.5 by 42 Vitola. It's made with Connecticut broadleaf. And for some reason my computer's now doing a dicky on me. Connecticut broadleaf wrapper covering a binder from Valley, Nicaragua, filler tobaccos from Jalapa and Ometepe regions from Nicaragua. The cigars are rolled at Tabe Car factory located in Estali. And then it says, of course, the cigars are going to be ranging at $11, and the production is limited to 360 bundles of 5 cigars. The thinner profile of the Slim Jim, the long tail Vitola, bringing out the signature broadleaf flavor with a higher wrapper to fillet ratio. But don't let the smaller ring gauge fool you. The cigar offers a lot of smoke with a perfect draw, and the company said in a press release. Lewis Cigars Catch and Release series debuted in early 2024, of course, with the speckled perch, which was a 6.54 box pressed oro. The second edition, of course, then named the Brown E Trout, which was released in late 2024. And then, of course, as we know, Lou Cross III founded Lewis Cigars Company in 2023 as a way to pay tribute to his father, Lou Cross Jr., who enjoyed cigars and fishing. So basically, that's where, of course, that is. But yeah, new cigar coming out. Of course, the Slim Jim. And I like it. I do.
Well, it sounds good to me.
Looks like it's going to be a good one. I mean,
definitely sounds good.
Yeah, it don't sound like it's going to be an abundance of availability, so body might want to,
yeah,
might want to jump on it. I mean,
yeah, I'd suggest getting it as quick as you can, because something you've only got to look. When he brought out, of course, the fish sticks. Geez, they sold out like wildfire. They did. They sold out like wildfire. And it's the same with the Catch and Release. Same with the catch and release. As soon as they come out, bang, they are sold. They are.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, Lee's
much.
doing something great. And well done to him. And I hope everyone enjoys that cigar with what he's coming out with.
Wow.
You know something? We're seeing a lot of new cigars that are coming out, and this is the great thing about this year. As we started, we're seeing these new cigars coming. Which, yeah, we've already spoken about that one. And
You put that.
Gaz don't know what he's doing tonight. Let me put it that way. Gaz don't know what he's doing. It's the joys of smoking a pipe. I've lost all my senses. Oh, I need to get my head checked. I need to get my head checked.
There's a little bit of that going around here tonight, apparently.
I was just.
Bit of head fog.
I should have given you some.
Up next.
Yeah.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Now
we're going to be talking about the next cigar that's coming up. And it's the King Makers announced the Playboy collaboration. So, of course, this is going to be a collaboration Playboy cigar with the unique bunny on it. So in the 1990s, there was a Playboy by Don Diego brand that later just a Playboy branded cigar from Altadis, USA. King Makers have introduced the new Playboy Toro, the first cigar in the company's new Playboy cigar collection. It measures a 60-54 and uses an Ecuadorian Habano Carrillo wrapper over a Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan fillers. The cigar is made at an undisclosed factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each cigar has an MSRP of $12 and is offered in a box of 10. The Playboy Toro has gone on sale online and will be offered to brick and mortar retailers. And of course, Playboy shaped an area with culture, style, indulgence intertwined. Our goal was to honor the heritage while crafting something distinctive modern, said the co-founder and CEO of Kingmakers in a press release. The result is a cigar that resonates and with legacy while speaking to people's discerning audience. And of course, he says here, the Playboy Toro joins Kingmaker's portfolio of licensed cigars, which includes products with the country band Midland. So they've got one with country band. Of course, they've got the basketball star Camilo Anthony and Kelsey Plume, I believe. And that's Kingmakers. So Kingmakers, of course, are bringing that cigar. And yeah, you know what? I like the box. I think the box has got a crazy presentation about it. And it's something different. And you know something, Playboy was known to have cigar reviews in the publication now and again, of course. Female cigar smokers that there was, and they posed, of course, in the Playboy magazine and stuff. So it's great to see it. It is, and there is a limited edition book out, Playboy book, and it's about cigars, and it's a very hard to find book. It is very hard to find. Now, of course, up next is, and I haven't got a picture for this one that we're going to be talking about, but it's Romeo and Julieta, the Reserva Real Nicaraguan Profundo, coming out in March. And this is going to be coming out by Altadis USA. Make it of fine cigars. And of course, Altadis USA has announced plans to release a new all Nicaraguan Romeo and Julieta crafted by AJ Fernandez. So it's called the Romeo Julieta Reserva Real Nicaraguan Profundo. The company has not released any specifics about the blend, except that the wrapper is grown by Fernandez and is notable for its dark oscuro color, which is achieved through extra fermentation. The profile is described as medium to full-bodied. It's going to be coming out in a Robusto, which of course is going to be a 5B50, box of 25, and they're going to be ranging for a single NSRP of $11.25. They're going to have a Toro, which is 6B54, which is going to be a box of 25. That's going to be $11.50. And then, of course, they're going to have a Churchill, 7B50, boxes of 25 again, $12.75 per single. And then they're going to have the Magnum, which is 660, which is going to be $12.95 with a box, of course, of 20 of the Magnum, not 25. Altadis USA made the announcement by Cigar Aficionado. An email sent to the company representative seeking to confirm the accuracy of the report. But, of course, there was no images returned to Cigar Aficionado on this. But this is a new cigar that's going to be hitting, and we've just got to wait and see what happens on it. We have, and
I'll take 25 right now.
Well, I know you take 25 because you've been an AJ fan. I can't wait to see an image of it when it is released. And I just want to say hi to Dave Smoking Stogies on Instagram, and welcome everybody. And hope everyone's watching and enjoying the show so far. And
Having a ball.
of course, Matthew, how's that cigar treating you? How's your cigar treating you, bro?
So far, beautifully. I think I'm getting a little too puffy on it. I think I need to give it a minute.
Well, I just want to say to everyone who's watching, if they're wondering why, of course, I'm not smoking a cigar and I've been smoking a pipe over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing dry January off cigars this month. Trying to get back into pipe smoking, and normally in the winter months here in England, I always smoke a pipe. I don't smoke cigars, so that's what's happening at the moment. I will be back on cigars next month because we ain't got no more snow. Thank God. We've had a lot of crazy weather here in England. Grumpy, I am gonna dance outside naked to the sun gods and ask the sun gods to come and put some sun down. Because I do not want.
Not mine.
Listen,
that ain't gonna work. Dance to
I
whoever
don't think.
you want to.
I think if you're gonna dance outside, naked is not your best bet.
No, Starlink might not like that.
Starlink. By the way, random side note.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking that up the other day because, you learn stuff sometimes. And that ain't expensive. That Starlink is way more expensive than my current internet.
Oh, yeah.
And the bonus is it'll travel with you, I guess, but Christ on a cracker, is it expensive?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yep, just a little bit.
I thought I had heard it was like a really not a bad price, but man, that was untrue. I saw something in Home Depot about it. That's what I started looking at. I'm like, oh, what's this? Holy shit! Never mind.
Yeah, but yeah, these ain't bad.
It is crazy, man. We watch the Starlinks going over all the time. We do over here.
Yeah, they're over there.
Seeing the trains of them and stuff, and looking at the stars, and something I can't wait for. Get back into summer with the telescope outside and a cigar, and look up there, and of course, why I'm pondering the galaxy, I'll be pondering. Well, was Grumpy right with this podcast? Is the Earth flat or is it round? And of course, for anyone watching, you can go and grab it on rumble.com. And Grumpy's first part is out, and Grumpy's second part is going to be active and live on Friday. And of course, Grump, just go into a little bit about what you've just done on your second show on, of course, flat versus round, my brother, before we get back into some more.
Oh yeah, the part 2 on the flat versus round is it's looking at the biblical perspective of it, the scriptures that support it being flat, non-rotating. And it also looks at a few scriptures that give the round earth, the globe people a little biblical ammunition. It looks at both sides of the thing. I try to do this with a non-biased opinion, even though I have one, but I try to keep that out of it. And then next Friday, part 3, we'll wrap it all up, and I will look at the scientific and societal view of the globe, and why they believe what they believe from their, and try to, give everybody. I'm just there to point you toward things. So, because I've always and I'll tell you on there just about every time, once you get older and you start to realize how we were all educated and how we were all brought up, I'm one of those guys who have figured out that it's better to show somebody how to think rather than to try to tell them what to think. And we've been raised all of our lives being told what to think. We haven't really been taught how to think, how to look at something with an objective, open mind and use our own common senses to come to our own conclusions. We weren't taught that, and that's the reason I do the whole, whatever topic it's going to be, I'm going to try to keep it from a neutral view, just to point you at it, let you look at it, and just come to your own conclusions. That's my main thing.
Yeah. And I want to say, of course, to AJ, and something. This next one that we're going to be talking about is, I know it's a hard subject because you guys in the States can't get Cubans, but this has been in the news now for quite a bit, and of course, it's the Habanos SA co-owner, and he was arrested and deported to China, and Chen is his name. Now, Mr. Chen has been a very, very naughty boy. And it's putting a lot of, well, his first name's Chen Zhi. It is, and of course I don't speak Chinese. I find English odd, but
don't look at me.
Of course,
barely speak English.
There's Mr. Chen, as I'm calling him. Of course,
doing good to master
he's been
English.
in the news. He's been in the news quite a lot. And Chen is a 38-year-old Chinese national at the center of a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise that has impacted the premium cigar industry. And he's been arrested in Cambodia and sent to his native China, while authorities are believed to be investigating him for bribery, money laundering, and other charges.
That little
of course, in addition, the Cambodian government have revoked Chen's Cambodian citizenship and also taken away his title of Lord. In October 2025, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York unsealed an indictment against Chen, who they say was the head of a massive criminal enterprise that engaged in pig butchering scams, a multi-step process of scamming people out of cryptocurrency. The US government says that at its peak, the enterprise was generating as much as $30 million from these scams. During its multi-year investigation, the US government seized 127,271 bitcoins that it says are tied to Chen, once valued at $14.7 billion, the largest seizure of the history of the Department of Justice. Since the indictment was unveiled, other countries have announced the seizure of hundreds of millions of dollars worth of assets tied to Chen. So then it goes into a little bit about what's involved. So Gemstone Investment Holdings Ltd, which of course is an American company, and it's valued at $216.3 million. Altadis USA, 100%. Casa de Monte Cristo, 100%. JR Cigars, 100%. Santa Clara Inc., 100%. So think there, that's America, right? In this Gemstones Investment Holdings Ltd. Allied Cigar Corporation SL, which is in Spain, is valued at 1.22 billion. Atabane SA, 50%. Florida Copen, 100%. Habanos SA, 50%.
Yeah.
Intercontinental Cuba de Tabaco SA, 50%. Promoters de Cigarros SA, 50%. Tabacalera de Garcia, 100%. Tabacalera SL, 100%. And various stakes in every Cuban cigar distribution at 50%. As was reported last month, Chen has extensive ties to the global handmade cigar businesses, becoming the largest shareholder of assets formerly owned by Imperial Brands plc in 2000. The British cigarette company sold its handmade cigar portfolio, which included, of course, like I just said, the 50% in the Habanos SA, of course, stakes in local Habanos SA distribution, 100% of Tabacalera USA, which includes Altadis USA, Casa de Monte Cristo, JR Cigars, Santa Clara, and so forth, like I said. Documents uncovered by the Swedish Cigar Club through its blog, of course, the Scandium Valadin, showed that Chen, through a variety of shell companies, owned 57.1% of the main holdings of the company of non-Tabacalera USA businesses, meaning that he had a 28.55% of Habanos SA, the largest stake outside of the Cuban government, which owns 50%. While Chen is no longer in the control of the American businesses, Altadis USA, Casa de Monte Cristo, JR Cigars, and Santa Clara is believed to still remain. He is still believed to remain his stakes in the other businesses. This has caused massive issues for Altadis USA, Tabacalera de Garcia, and La Flora de Copen factories, as these factories exist primarily to supply Altadis USA, which sells non-Cuban Monte Cristos and Romeo and Julieta cigars to the USA. However, the American government has sanctioned Chen and more than 100 businesses associated with him, meaning that Altadis USA and JR Cigars cannot buy cigars from these factories. Currently, the companies are now in the process of moving production from these factories to different factories in the USA. So, of course, Altadis USA and JR are going to be moving away from, of course, Tabacalera de Garcia and La Flora de Copen, because, of course, it's entwined with this whole big thing with Chen. Last month, a spokeswoman, of course, for Tabacalera SA said the majority shareholders are actively pursuing Mr. Chen's total discollection from Allied Cigar Corporation and Tabacalera, including the purchase of Mr. Chen's stake. When asked questions relating to Chen's arrest and how it might impact Tabacalera SA and the sale of the ownership stake, Tabacalera spokesman referred to it as its previous comment. Of course, it goes into more, but there's a lot going on. Sweden have cancelled, of course, Elite Trading Scandinavian tobacco licenses to an investigation that's focused on Chen and other issues. Elite Trading, formerly known as the Banis Nordlic AB, is the exclusive importer and distributor for Cuban cigars for Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Iceland, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, Sweden. The company appears to have been preparing for the outcome, and separate company has been set up. So they are setting up a different company, and yeah, each one of the biggest minefields at the moment. There's Chen is involved in a lot of shady shit. A lot of shady shit.
Sounds like
one simple question.
Yep.
How I mean, is this guy some kind of guru genius, or I mean, how does one person get their fingers in so many pies and create so many webs and tie so many legal knots? You know, how does one guy do all this, and nobody's seeing any possibilities of what any of this outcome is? I mean, how did this fly under the radar? I mean, you know, how did people not
from
see
what
this?
from what I believe, Grump, over it, from
You know,
doing some research on it and everything, this would have never come out if sales reports and looking into investors, this Chen would have never been found out, because they've had to do a big overall look at investors and shareholders and all the rest.
Investors will get you in trouble
And declare it. This is how they found out about Chen and the amount of stuff that he owns. And like it says, he's the biggest shareholder in a Banos SA out of the country compared to the Cuban government.
Exactly.
It's,
you know, that alone.
Yeah. But this whole thing of pig butchering and the amount of crypto and all the rest and how he's done it, trust me, you look now, he's in China, of course, he's native country.
Yeah.
But do you guys reckon there's China and America can come to some kind of deal and get him extradited to the US so he faces his charges? Or is he gonna stay in China and face his charges there in China? Because you think he's got indictments in the US that they want to do him for. He's got federal cases in the United Kingdom against him. Sweden. That guy who's wanted all around the world for his involvement in a lot of different things he's been doing. It's crazy. It is.
No,
you know, there's
risk of saying something that could get me in trouble here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say that it depends on who he knows in his homeland as to whether or not he gets held up on any of these charges or he conveniently disappears.
Yeah. Where's he at on the totem pole? And of course,
hell, is he just the fall guy? Who knows?
Yeah, of course, you know, when it comes to the whole world political view of it, we're gonna be having our own little discussions with China about things. You know, this whole Venezuelan deal that we got ourselves all up in the middle of.
Oh, Mr. Maduro.
Yeah, all that is to disrupt the oil pipeline going to Russia and China, so they can't fund their war machines. That's just my opinion. You know, just one old man's opinion.
I don't think it's just your opinion, Grump. I think it's a lot of people's opinions.
He's just playing. You know, he's choking things off from an economic view instead of going in guns a-blazing, firing off everything. He's choking off the war machine and their funding. See, they need that oil. They need that Venezuelan oil, but now we control it. So you know,
I think I think we're going to see a lot of stuff happening around the
we
world,
are. We are.
and a lot of things that are going on. And of course, this with Chen, I think it is depending on where he is on the totem pole, who he's upset. Has he
Yep.
got leverage in China with what he knows and what he can do?
Yeah.
Different things. The thing is, at the moment, when you look at him, he's high on that totem pole. He is basically the guy that everyone wants. He's the one that's been money laundering, pig butchering, extortion, you name it. He's involved in some serious, dodgy shit, basically.
I
But
must have missed
Well,
the
what do
pig
you
yeah.
reckon?
part of the story, but
You know.
What was that, Matthew?
Do
Sorry?
what? Do
so
what?
I must have missed the pig butchering part of the story.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
pig butchering's the crypto. Pig butchering's crypto.
Oh,
Basically,
got
taking
it,
over,
got it.
taking. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. Basically, of course,
Oh.
robbing people's crypto is called pig butchering. So basically, you're taking crypto off someone and you're butchering them.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
you can't
same as
steal. You
hacking.
can't steal the fake
Yeah.
money.
It's hacking basically, and you know what it's like when people get into people's bank accounts and of course get into the phones and all the rest. It's called pig butchering basically. It's a crazy old thing, but yeah.
I'm still waiting to see which way it is. Crypto's either going to flop or is it going to go into effect. Right now, it's just in limbo as far as I can see. I mean,
I don't
you
know
know.
how in limbo it is. What the Bitcoin is worth an absurd amount of money. That is
It's
the original.
it's crazy how
crypto.
much you can
Yeah, there's a good
Yeah.
cigar.
of what you can put into it and what you can get into. This is
What do we
an
got
interesting
now?
cigar that's really stood out to me.
What's in
Sepachin,
this
nice.
box?
Sepachin are releasing the King of the Battle, and it's in honor of 250 years of the U.S. Army. So this year, many private businesses will be releasing products that commemorate
Commemorate.
commemorate the
That's a good guess, wasn't it?
250th anniversary of America's founding. So J.C. Newman have announced a partnership with America 250, the official public-private partnership honoring the occasion. And Sepachin Cigars, a company formed by a veteran, has released a new cigar that pays tribute to the 250 years of the
Bravo.
U.S. Army. The new Sepachin King of the Battle is now a new regular production, and it's a 6x50 Toro that uses a broadleaf wrapper over a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, American and Dominican fillers. The company says that all the tobacco used has been aged for at least 5 years. Like the company's other cigars, it is made, of course, in the Dominican Republic. Each cigar has an MSRP of $13.50, and it comes in a box of 10. The company says it's going to begin shipping the cigars to stores as of next week. Last year, Sepachin introduced the Queen of the Battle, a 6x50 Toro, that is also made, of course, in the Dominican Republic. Sepachin was founded in 2024 by a sad. Both he and Manny Reyes, who served as vice president, previously worked at Old Virginia Tobacco Co., a Virginian-based retail chain. And Assad said he took up smoking cigars as a way to relax while serving in Iraq, and the company's branding leans into the time in the U.S. Army. So this is like a cigar to give back into the U.S. and 250 years. It's crazy when you think 250 years of the U.S. Army, and the things that they've been through with World War One, World War Two, of course, the wars in Iraq and different things. And yeah, nice cigar, and a nice way to give back, and of course, making it with JC Newman, and we know what JC Newman's like. JC Newman makes some great cigars, and we've enjoyed them as well. But yeah, that's pretty much cigar news. It is this time. You know, some great new releases there, and of course, a little bit of that about Chen and stuff. And like I say to anyone who's watching there on Instagram, if you want to find out more about Hayes Gray's new cigar, then go and check out the Cigar Dudes in the next hour. And, well, in the next actually 5 minutes, they're going to be live there on YouTube, and they're going to be talking to Hayes Gray tonight about the new cigar that they've got coming out, the Rose of the Sea. And we wish Hayes Gray all the best, and we wish the Cigar Dudes all the best on this new cigar that's coming out. But yeah, you know something? I can't wait. Can't wait to see what's coming out this year. And smoke some excellent fucking cigars. And that's what I'm going to say. Some excellent fucking cigars. Because I haven't really seen that many. I've seen, of course, Tatuajes and... let me put it this way. I'll tell you what the cigar is. Because I'm in absolute shock at the price. And... it was on GQ Tobacconist as I was looking today, and I'm thinking, I might get some cigars. So basically, it is my father and Tatuajes, like Union Red 2023 box of 40 cigars with humidor, £2,459.99. Yeah, I ain't buying that. I'm brassy.
Yeah, I don't think I could afford that either.
I think if I did, I'd be having a divorce.
Cheapskate.
Yeah, and that would cost you more even, so you don't want that.
Oh, don't I know to cost me more, especially with Emily. Jeez.
I'd say
she would take me to the cleaners. She would.
Yeah, some of these things that I've seen are pretty absurd.
They're
doubt. Really cool looking. And like, if I had like unlimited disposable income, I'd be all about it.
Well, the thing is, let me ask you guys a question, right? Yeah. If you had a choice, if you got all this money, you've won the lottery and all the rest. And I know we've spoken on bits about this, but say you've won the lottery, right? We already know house, businesses, all the rest. Now, would you go and have a separate room in your house that you've done up? You got it all cedar lined, nice glass cases. And I know your answer already, Matthew. There's all the whiskey in there and stuff. You'd be jumping and selling everybody for it. But would you have your own cigar lounge room with all the cigars you could ever wish for? And we're talking Davidoff's, Cohiba, Portuguese, you name it, anything in there, right? All the whiskey you could dream of. Would you spend the money having that room, or would you stay to buying cigars from B&M's, going on Cigar Page, going on Cigar International, and stuff like that? What would you do?
Well, I will answer first.
I know what I do.
I would do something in the middle. Between one end and the other. I would build, which I'm probably already going to do, build a room, not a huge room, a room that has a nice ventilation system in it. And I can use as my cigar lounge / YouTube studio / whatever.
Exactly.
And I would buy enough cigars to stock a humidor that was a bit bigger than what I got now. But then I would still want to keep up on the deals and keep up on the interesting new stuff that comes out every year. So I'm never going to be the guy that has like, a John Cena cigars,
basically.
Yeah, or even like there's a guy I see on Instagram and TikTok. He's got like 3 giant humidors. One's filled completely with Cubans. He's got
I've seen them.
big tubs of cigars that are aging and all this other shit. Like, I don't understand the point of having so many cigars. You'll never be able to smoke them all.
Exactly.
What about you?
I buy cigars to smoke, not to collect.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Grump? Would you have that nice swanky room with all the cigars in and limited supply to any stout on tap? Because we know, of course, you're not a whiskey guy. You're the stout guy. So, yeah.
But with the unlimited income, like you said, everything else is all took care of. All the planning is already in place, family wise, and everything else. I would do the exact same thing Matthew's talking about doing. I would create my area that I would be doing podcasts from, our podcast. That area would have, the ventilation, and I would have a humidification, of some sort in there, and that I would have a personal collection there. But as far as how would I handle that, I would just go right down here in the little town below me, and I would just buy me a spot down there, and I would open my own B&M, and I would stock it with whatever I wanted. I would stock it with all the good stuff. That way, if I ever needed anything, wanted anything,
honeybee cigars,
it would all be right there, man. I mean, I would have every bit.
Cigar Loons, honeybee cigar collaboration.
Yeah, I would have all those things would be in there, and then like I said, anytime,
plenty of those anyway. But
yeah, and anytime I felt like I needed something, it's right there. Just
something. I thought about it.
Grab it.
I thought about it as if I had the chance to have that kind of room, and I think, like I mentioned before, Grump, when you sent that picture of the 1970s vinyl setup, I'd have that kind of setup.
Oh yeah.
In my nice little cigar room, that I can play my music. I'd have a nice leather recliner chair, a nice standing cigar ashtray that I can put my cigars in, all the whiskey. I'd have beer on tap, so I'd have Trooper. I would have AC/DC beer, bit of Motorhead beer that I could have on tap. And I'd have that nice ventilation, and it's stocked with every single cigar I could ever think of. But you fucking pair of motherfuckers ain't coming in my room. That's my cigar room. I'm not sharing.
Won't need it. I'll have my own.
Now,
well, I'm so glad to hear that.
It'd be nice to have.
Yeah, really.
It'd be nice to have, and
he loves
just have a different setup. But I put nice pictures in there and make sure that it was homely. And say, for instance, you guys did come, or friends that smoke cigars, to come in there and it feel like a nice environment. I think everyone in the cigar community, from of course the brothers to the sisters, we all have that dream of having either a cigar shed or a cigar room, or basically we've got 20 million acres of land and we make our own cigar house with a bedroom and all the rest on it, kitchen and all that. And we say to the wife, we're just going to have a cigar. And then you look at the time and it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. You go, fuck it, I'm not getting back out. Not getting back home and get a chewing. I've got the bedroom next door. All right. I'll go back in the morning and get a chewing. It's lovely. It's like I said to you, Grump, about, of course, the shed and everything that I'm looking at. Of course, I'm going to have my cigar shed. I'm going to get it all boarded out and put some shelving up to put stuff around, put some cigar boxes in. And that'll be like my sound studio as well. But at the moment, of course, we've been winter. It isn't worth going to at the moment, so that's going to be the summer hobby and get that sorted. And It'd be nice. Be nice to just sitting there in the chair, have a cigar, and just watch the fruits of my labour. And this is the thing. And of course, as everyone would have seen, the post. And of course, if they watch the podcast, the Cigar Loons are going to be doing a collaboration with Honeybee Cigars. So we're doing a collaboration with Brie. And we're coming up with the names, a couple of names that have come up in my head. And we haven't decided yet. We still got to come up with it. But two names that I've got in my head that I'm thinking of is Crazy Honey and maybe Breeze Bees. Them are the two names that have come up in my head that I've got in the pipeline in my head what I'm thinking of. Or the Beekeeper. So I'm thinking of the Beekeeper. I can't have, of course, the Gatekeeper, so the Beekeeper. And them a couple of little ideas that I've got in my head. What have you got, guys, in your head? You got any names that you're thinking of at the moment before?
Don't be making me lie yet.
We did come up with some good names, and you know something.
I'm still trying.
The three of us came up with brain fog, and we lost the names.
Well, I think no, I remember one of them, and I still like it quite a bit. Mystic Honey.
There we go.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
That
was one of yours, Grump.
That was either mine or Grumpy's. I can't remember, to be honest.
I don't either, but that was one of them that I liked real well. I don't remember which one of us came up with that. But
I don't want to take
that real
credit
well
for it.
So
I also think that, we
like
could
I said to Grump the other night. Go on, Matthew.
Well, I don't know what made me think of this earlier today, but I was like, man, that would be an interesting name, like play off of like fashion and cigars and everything, and just call it the Drip.
The what?
The Drip.
Nah.
But I am,
sounds mediocre to me.
The Drip.
So did your face.
Yeah, sounds mediocre to me. Kiss my fucking fat ass, motherfucker.
No, thank you. I don't know where it's been.
We almost made it through a whole show without one of them explosions.
You know something. This is the interesting thing about coming up out.
You just had to stir him up, didn't you?
I said to Grumpy the other day, Matthew, right, about this. we need one name of the cigar that the three of us agree on, and then have that other side note on a cigar name that we personally think of. So, like, of course, if we said Mystic Honey, the three of us, and we agreed on it, that'd probably be the name. Then me, I like Crazy Honey. Or, of course, like I said, the Beekeeper. You'd come up with one, Grumpy would come up with one, and we take them to Brie, see what Brie likes out of them. And then when we finally got them two names down, like we said to everybody, that's when we'll put the post out with them names where you can vote. And whatever gets the general overall of voting, then that's the name of what we're going to be calling the cigar, our collaboration. And we can't wait. You know something? This has been a dream of ours for the last couple of years. And I know we said we got one being made. I know, of course, I was showing the cigar out and saying, yeah, we got it piped down. But you know something? It just didn't gel. It just didn't gel with the company. It didn't gel with what was being made. We didn't want to put it out there. This was the cigar for us, because to me, it was mediocre. It wasn't the best for us. But just 2 minutes, guys. Carry on talking to yourself. I just got to pop off 1 minute.
So, what are we doing? So,
I'm still seeing dots and things.
Dots. Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Strobing and stuff. I'm still seeing some of that.
Did you? So you had an
Sorry, the
attack or
missus
whatever,
need to
huh?
go.
Well, I don't know if I actually had one or not. Do what?
You don't know? They didn't tell you?
The missus need to go to the loo. That's why I had to turn the camera off. So I'm back.
Oh, okay, no
I
problem.
feel like you probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
Live.
Yeah, I don't really know whether they induced one or not. I don't know what the results was. So. I mean, all I know is, I still, like I said, I still get them little flickers in front of my eyes every once in a while, little strobe light thing.
You know something.
Yeah,
You know something. This year's been crazy. I just want to say, of course, hi to that one Joey. So hey up, Joey. Hope you're out, my brother. And hi to the cigar
This year's
collectors
been
and
crazy,
everything.
and
You've
it's
been
only
watching.
the 13th.
yeah, really.
Yep.
But you got to look at it, though.
Last-
It's already the 13th. It just seems like yesterday was New Year's. Here we are already.
You think of
13 days in.
Yeah, but you think of it. Last year was a crazy old year of different health issues between the three of us. Then our wives. Then, of course, everything else with our animals and stuff. And like I say, of course, with Blue. And I'm sorry for, of course, your dog this year, Matthew. Like we said before, my brother. I'm sorry about that, Nathan. And already 13 days into this year, it's been, dang, this year's going fucking wild already. And it's like, seriously, come on.
Yeah, it's
blow
flying,
out.
right?
We don't want to be getting into this craziness already at the start of the year. And you know something, we've got a lot coming. And if you guys or you girls have got any ideas that you would like to be seen on the Cigar Loons podcast, that you'd like to see us do different, then throw 'em at us. Like Grumpy said, throw 'em at us. Shoot us a message either at Rocky Cigar and Part Reviewer, or of course at Grumpy Cigar Preacher 58 or Vital and Proof. Shoot us a message and just say, look, guys, what if you do this on the podcast? And
your idea might be
if there's a guest, or if there's a guest that you like, say Steve Saka, or if you like, see Nick Perdomo or Arturo Fuente or someone, we'll see what we can do and we'll try to get that guest on the show. And that's the thing. Just shoot it to us, and we'll try and get whoever we can get. And we hope, of course, you enjoy what we're doing. And we are going to be, of course, getting with the Leaf Cutters, and we're going to be joining the Leaf Cutter Reviews. So we're going to be on their podcast soon.
Someday.
Yeah, they owe us a show from last year. Tell you one thing. We make dates and we have them on ours and they turn up, but they kind of give us a proper date. Tell you, Gib, if you're watching, Gib, give us a date, brother. Give us a date.
Someday.
But no, all love to the Leaf Cutters.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the support, of course, for last year, and thank you for the support this year. And we are trying to come out with something different this year. And like we said, any ideas, shoot it to us. We'll run with your ideas. We'll see what we can do. We appreciate you following us. If you haven't followed us on YouTube or Rumble, then please do. It's free. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. We appreciate it. What we want to try and do this year is surpass the 240 subscribers on YouTube. We also want, of course, get our subscribing up and our likes and followers on Instagram. So we'd like to see that go past 3,000 this year. And we'd like to see more people joining us on Rumble and getting that up. Because you know something, there's that many different podcasts out there that do great podcasts. We're one of them that are doing something great and something different. And we'd really appreciate it if you come and like us and subscribe, because without you guys liking and subscribing us, sometimes we feel like we're just talking into space to them aliens. So come and like us and come and subscribe. We really appreciate it, like we're saying.
They're real, bro.
We appreciate all we appreciate all the comments. Yeah.
Hell yeah, they're real.
I done fell down my own crazy rabbit hole the other day.
Did you?
I did. I was scrolling through the Instas, and I found this guy who said he was from the future. And he said that in October of this year, aliens are going to reveal themselves to have been here for years.
Yeah.
And then they're going to try to warn us about AI, but it's too late.
Well, yeah, you can already see that with AI.
So,
Brother,
you know.
I watched a program
Yeah.
today, and it's about 6 and 7, and they're saying the Antichrist is going to be born. 6, 7, the Antichrist is going to be born, and basically it's the devil's baby with President Trump.
Oh boy.
I was watching South Park.
Right.
I was watching
was
South
gonna
Park.
Let's say
I absolutely
that
love
doesn't
South
sound
Park.
like a documentary to me. That sounds
No,
like something more like.
it was South Park. I'm taking the wet. You know something?
And
They've
I
said,
thought I
haven't they,
had things in my
there's
head.
been aliens. There's been aliens among us for years. Lizard people, of course. They say the royal family's full of lizard people. You know something? Would an alien reveal itself to us and tell us? And you know something? I'd love to know what they think, because there's been things said. There's aliens have seen our world, and the reason they left the first time was because they were killing the Earth. So they moved into space, found a different planet, restarted, and knew how to do it. They said eventually, with what we're doing to the Earth now, we're killing it with all the carbon monoxide, all the factories, chopping all the trees down. So, of course, doing all that crazy bullshit and all the rest that we're doing, and we're killing the Earth. And eventually, we're going to have to move off Earth and go to a different planet. But I'd love for aliens to finally come out and say, you know what? Yeah, we did make the pyramids. Everyone was right. Because I tell you now, you can't fucking make a pyramid with people.
Well,
I heard a new theory about that too recently.
you have to understand the size of the people and the time that the pyramids were there.
Not only that, but I heard some theories about how those giant bricks weren't carved; they were poured. They were poured into molds.
You pour a fucking brick?
Yeah.
Easily. It's called cement, brother. Have you ever seen it been done?
Yeah, but who the fuck's gonna pick that fucker up? That nice big shot.
Nobody. They did it in fucking place.
It must have been a big fuck off mold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works.
Who got the big fuck off mold then and put it down?
They built it. You have no imagination, sir.
Brother, it was fucking aliens. Aliens dead. Use them.
Aliens
and skinwalkers.
Okay.
And but see, the thing about it, y'all looking in the wrong place for them. Y'all looking in the sky. Y'all looking in the wrong place. They under the ocean.
Brothers, it's 20 past 1 in the UK. And the last fucking thing I'm dealing with you two, and I love you, my brothers, is going down the crazy rabbit hole tonight, because we'll be here for another 2 hours if we go down the rabbit hole. Because we know where this is going to lead. It's going to go down a rabbit hole. Back off. I tell you. I made the strongest stuff. I'm from England, motherfucker. And I'm styling and profiling.
Oh, yeah, Don't ever say that shit out loud again.
That picture what you took today made me laugh. Styling and profiling. Yeah, it did make me laugh.
I came out of Whataburger, and that truck was parked right next to us, so I had to walk right past that window with that dog sitting there looking at me to get in the car. And I thought, I am not going to miss this moment. I'm taking this picture.
He was a cute dog. It was a cute dog.
Yeah, it's perfectly trimmed, but he didn't have a hair out of place. Yeah. Sitting there like he owned that truck.
Oh, bro, trust me.
Yeah.
If I'm not on the podcast, the first week of February, either Emily's murdered me because I've cut the dog's hair and I've made them all bald because the dogs are needing a shearing, or I've cut them brilliantly and I'm going to be here. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Blue needs a good cut and Rocky needs a good cut. The winter phase.
You just better start slow and go easy, is all I can say.
Oh, I always
just
do.
like
The
I
thing
do with
is,
my beard.
I've cut him.
Take your time.
I've cut him before.
That's it, man.
I've cut him before and made him look nice. He's just the cutters that I originally used. They've broke now, so of course got to get some more. So we got them coming. But so many, you know something. This is the thing. You go on and put in. Give me a review on some dog clippers. You get 20 million different reviews. These ones are great. These ones are shit. This one's brilliant. This one's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, which fucking one do I go with? And this has been the same with turntables. This past couple of months, I've sat there and I'm like, do I want a full manual driven? Do I want a belt driven? Then it goes into
you can drive yourself crazy with all the decisions.
Yeah, and then it's like, I just want a vinyl player that I can shove my vinyl on. It plays. It's got a phono preamp in. I can connect it to the hi-fi. Done.
I don't think.
And I went down crazy sectors of clamps and weights and this vinyl player, that vinyl player, this cartridge, that cartridge. It's like,
drive yourself
dang,
crazy.
this is amazing. Oh yeah. But anyway, bros, I'm gonna let you guys finish the show off because I've got to run. So I'll see you in a minute. But finish the show off, guys.
Okay, so
all right, then.
Thank you all, whoever it is that's still watching. If you're still watching,
yeah, man,
I do appreciate it.
If you are still okay.
Really hoping that the rest of this year looks a bit better than the start has.
Gonna get better, brother.
And I mean, it can't get fucking worse. So yeah. So here we are. We're the Cigar Loons. I always say, and nobody ever freaking listens, please don't start none. If you don't start none, there won't be none. And that is all I have to say about that. Grumpy, what do you have to say about that?
As has been said multiple times tonight, I appreciate every one of you.
Fuck me. I like starting one all the fucking time.
We can hear you.
Bastard.
I thought he wasn't coming. Anyway, there he is.
I'm back.
Anyway.
I had to go to the boys' room.
Oh,
I had to go to the boys' room. I had to give it to Shake.
Oh, well, okay.
Stay smoky, Grumpy.
Okay.
Yeah, stay smoky. Go on, Grump.
Hey, yeah, man. Like I said, we're looking forward to bigger and better things this year. And like I said, any of y'all's ideas, shoot us a message. Your idea might be our next show. But as I always tell you, I love you. Abba Father loves you too. But if he's not driving the bus in 2026, pull that thing over to the shoulder, swap seats with him, because you might be fixing to crash. So Grump, I'll catch y'all later. Love you.
And like I say, we are back next week.
Yep.
What we're doing is anyone's a guess, but I can see after tonight and Matthew and Grumpy were trying to lead me astray. We may go down that old crazy rabbit hole next week. So get your tin hats out, get ready, because we're going down the hole. Let's go see if we can find the bunny rabbit. Yeah. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole next week. We'll catch you next week. Thank you for watching.
That's it, man.
Alice? Who the fuck?
In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. The three amigos gathered, mic in hand, you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew ever thoughtful with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. humble beginnings, just a thought, a spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter, and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living at the podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day, with tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen. The Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out their podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very end.